On the morning of April 8th, a large number of roof tiles fell off a building in Han Cheng, Shaanxi. Locals say it was caused by strong winds, and fortunately, no one was injured. The video shows these traditional-style buildings collapsing unexpectedly, which shocked everyone. After the incident, the area in front of the shops below was in disarray. Some viewers of the video thought it was a severe earthquake, only to realize it was due to shoddy construction. One person commented that ancient buildings have stood for hundreds of years, while these newly built ones just fall apart with a gust of wind. On September 15th, a blogger filmed foam stuffed into the railings of a bridge. 2 hours after posting the video, it was deleted by internet moderators.
我操，太假了吗?
That's so fake. What's that? It's like foam. This bridge is unbelievable. It could just collapse with a little push.
Also on September 15th, in Qinhuangdao, Hebei, part of a bridge cable support structure fell off. A driver filmed the terrifying scene while driving. One person said,
If it had fallen on someone, it would have been a disaster.
Many viewers pointed out that this was another case of poorly constructed infrastructure.
Shoddy construction. The entire cable bridge has completely fallen apart.
This bridge didn't last long before it had quality issues, and this major project only started operating a little over a year ago, and now this? Someone should investigate. Another person remarked, it's so strange that no TV stations are reporting on this. Upon investigation, it was found that local media did not report on the incident. This is a common practice under the Chinese Communist Party, where accidents are often covered up if possible, and if casualties occur, false numbers are reported. That's how the government claims China is the safest place. On September 14th, another blogger analyzed a newly constructed road where a manhole cover was damaged by just a bicycle passing by.
Take a look at this, everyone. This is a newly paved road. A bicycle passed by and the manhole cover collapsed. You can see how cleanly it broke off right there. This is made from cast iron and the bike was enough to break it. Clearly, the quality is subpar. I just wanted to ask, was there an inspection? Who was in charge of that? Shouldn't we be holding them accountable if something happens? Actually, there are many reports online about these manhole cover issues, but people don't take it seriously. They think it's fine, nothing's happened. But if something does happen, if lives are lost, many people will be affected. Let's be blunt. People getting rich off this is understandable. But when it comes to issues that could cause major dangers, can we at least ensure some quality? Let's not be so careless about it.
One commenter said, there's just too much of this. The market's flooded with defective goods, junk products everywhere. Another added, this happens all over the country. It's just not reported. In China, the quality of various construction projects is often criticized, with the term Tofu-Dreg projects commonly used. The most frequent problems are with the houses people live in. Take a look at this. This is Tianyuan Yayuan's overpriced resettlement housing. The quality of the poured walls is shocking. In Jinhua City, Zhejiang Province, villagers had been waiting 3 years for their resettlement homes. But when the homes were delivered, the official notice didn't mention crucial issues like housing quality or fire safety checks. Residents soon found serious problems, like malfunctioning fire shutters, moldy walls, and missing rooftop protections. A blogger showed footage of a major issue in Chengdu's Wenjiang Intercontinental Health City, where supporting columns in the basement had been leaking water for over 10 days. The blogger then revealed that even the well-known China Resources Group had been exposed for serious quality issues. This happened on July 2nd. After one of our neighbors received their home and started renovations, they found that nearly all the developers' decorated walls had come down. After tearing them down, they discovered that the steel reinforcement in the beams had been cut. They immediately called the property management, and the pictures were shared in the owners' group. Someone who knew better pointed out that this beam definitely shouldn't have been touched. Soon after, other neighbors checked their apartments, and we found similar issues in building X and Y, where steel reinforcements had been cut. The blogger said that at first, people didn't understand the potential dangers, so they met with the developer and experts. After analyzing the situation, the experts concluded that it was a case of sabotage. An inspection followed, and it was discovered that every one of the 96 apartments had the same problem. The developer and experts provided a solution to reinforce the affected apartments, but the rest of the apartments' issues remained unresolved.
Has your boss arrived yet? Look at the work you've done here.
One homeowner confronted workers on the spot, criticizing the building's thin floors. When they were installing a toilet, they accidentally punctured the floor. A homeowner in Zhuzhou City, Hunan, filmed a video saying, I called the workers to come over today. They saw this crack in the floor, which runs all the way to the front, right through the middle of the living room. And there's a crack in the bedroom too, starting from the center and stretching all the way to the front. In another video, a homeowner shows how poor quality construction led to the entire house's walls cracking. I asked you, how are you going to solve this?
Do you still want it?
I don't want it anymore.
Don't want it? Tear it down.
Tear it down? Fine.
Why are you saying it like this?
It's not me saying it. I'm asking you how you're going to solve it. Many bloggers have made fun of the so-called 70-year property rights in China.
70 years of ownership, and after just 10 to 20 years, the exterior walls are cracking, leaking, the plaster is falling off, beams are cracking, and pipes are aging, clogged, and leaking. Now the quality of these houses is really worrying. Can we really live in them for 70 years? After 20 years, they are falling apart. Look at this balcony wall. It's already cracked. You can see the exposed steel rebar. This is from the original developer. One building from 2017 is like this now. The cement is falling off, and the steel rebar is rusted and exposed. It's terrifying, and it's only been 8 years since it was built. I just want to ask, how many more years do you have on your mortgage? With this house, you don't even need to worry about what will happen when the 70 years of property rights expire. Some people question the building quality, but I advise you not to talk nonsense. It has passed inspections and the supervision team is qualified.
This blogger mentions that a building constructed by China Railway No. 1 Bureau has cracked ceilings and subsided floors. China Railway No. 1 Bureau is a state-owned enterprise.
At the Beimiao community built by China Railway No. 1 Bureau, the roof has cracked and we measured with a level. The highest and lowest points are now 2 centimeters apart. We discovered the issue yesterday and today they just smeared it with cement. At least they should wait for the cement to dry before applying it. This is just a cover-up.
On September 11th, the Yunxi Yuyuan community in Zhaozhuang City, Shandong Province, was shown to have major issues. Part of the beams were loose, and the rebar was rusting and exposed. The construction team and the homeowner agreed to jointly hire a third-party agency for an assessment.
Look here, above my head, see this piece of wood? When I scratch it, the concrete and rebar inside start falling apart, creating dust. This area is right above the living room and the middle of the beams. We can see that the rebar and the main reinforcement are completely exposed, and they are rusting.
A homeowner, Miss Su, said, "You haven't even come to the site to check. You sent someone to say that it's just dust. Even someone who doesn't know much would know that this isn't dust. That's nonsense. Later, when manager Zhao came, during our phone conversation, you didn't say you'd come to the site. After seeing it in person, and after talking to my project manager, you finally admitted that this is indeed a quality issue." On September 9th, a homeowner in Wangjiangfu community in Xi'an complained.
Spending 1.7 billion on this kind of house. Doesn't this residential complex have any supervision? The sewage pipes go directly into the ground. Water is leaking through all the buildings, causing reverse leakage. This is clearly a shoddy project. The sewage pipes are exposed and one has even cracked. The area around the buildings is buried with construction waste. The homeowners are anxious. A house like this in Xi'an is something rarely seen in a century.
On the same day, another homeowner filmed the underground parking lot at a country garden development, where water was flowing freely. The homeowner commented that they were disheartened by the quality of the project before they even moved in. A blogger reported on multiple issues at a community in Hangzhou. They said, "The problems with the buildings are endless. The walls are so crooked you can see it with the naked eye, uneven and bumpy. There's a water stain on the wallpaper, and the ceiling and interior have been patched up. I suspect there may have been a leak. There are large water stains where the ceiling vents are." One blogger pointed out that the quality of Chinese houses in recent years has been really bad, citing an example from a new home where the walls cracked during renovations. How bad can the quality of new houses be? I said before that houses built before 2018 might have a lot of issues. After we moved in, the windows were cracked during renovations, and the exterior walls cracked as well. Recently, with the typhoon weather, water leakage has become really serious. This happened just 1 year after moving in. If you buy a second-hand house, you don't even want to think about the issues it might have. This is clearly a problem with the developer's quality, not the renovations. Can't we even touch anything in the house after buying it? Walking too hard could even crack the floor. A blogger from Hunan's Yongzhou filmed problems at a country garden Tianyue Bay development. They asked who would dare to live in a place like this with such shoddy construction. A video from Yongzhou's country garden Tianyue Bay shows the weight-bearing wall of an underground parking garage. The homeowner says, "Look, I can easily move this with my hand. It comes apart with just a little push." A blogger exposed a serious issue in Tianjin, where slag was mixed into concrete for a construction project.
你知道什么叫钢渣房吗？说实话，我也第一次听说，简直是颠覆三观。
Do you know what slag houses are? Honestly, it's the first time I've heard of this and it's quite shocking. The Haijiaoyuan Longhu Tanyue project in Jingnan District, Tianjin, was revealed to have several quality issues. In our understanding, concrete should be mixed with stones, but to save costs, the developer mixed in waste steel slag. Over time, whether through physical or chemical reactions, it will start to peel off. This affects the entire community of 1,200 households. Honestly, this developer was once quite respected, but this is a huge problem.
The blogger continues, as housing prices have continued to fall, developers are cutting corners to save costs, making buying off-plan homes a risky endeavor.
就现在这个行情，你别说装修公司跑路的多了。
With the current situation, not only are more and more renovation companies running off, but even owners are disappearing. When they asked us to speed up the progress, we did, since it was a commercial project, but we didn't collect payment. The owner probably thought business was bad and ran off. We've done most of the work, but haven't received any payment. I really have to criticize this owner. If you really can't afford the renovation or don't want to open the business anymore, you should have told us earlier. We could have stopped work and saved everyone the trouble. But now they've disappeared, not answering calls or messages. It's like they vanished into thin air. We're really at a loss here. She added, "Today, I came to see if there's anything valuable left in the place, so I can take it apart and sell it to recover some of the losses. After doing renovations for over 10 years, I've seen companies run off, but this is the first time I've encountered an owner running off." Some industry experts explained the root cause of poor quality construction, stating it's ultimately all about money.
就是钱的问题啦，要么材料有问题，要么这人不行。
It's either a financial issue, a materials problem, or poor workforce quality. The overall skill level of Chinese migrant workers isn't as high compared to industrial workers abroad. In foreign countries, their pay, social status, and working hours are better, which helps with quality. As for equipment, China's equipment is actually pretty advanced and not much different from abroad. The real issue is materials. There's heavy pressure to reduce costs, especially in industries related to concrete. For example, they used river sand, then switched to sea sand, and now use artificial sand. Lastly, the legal standards here are lower compared to Europe and America. For instance, in Europe and the US, the warranty for houses is 70 years, but in China it's only 50 years.
The blogger concluded, saying, "Another factor is the environment. Many areas in China are built on reclaimed land, so the environment is harsher than in other countries. That's why the final product doesn't compare well." An industry professional blamed homeowners for the growing problem of construction teams cutting corners.
Why are there more and more construction teams skimping on materials? It's not because they want to scam you. In reality, they want to earn honest money, but the problem is that construction teams have too many workers and not enough work. They need to feed their families. When homeowners demand the lowest price, the workers have no choice but to take the job. It's an easy match because the fastest way to get orders is through low prices. But with these low-cost orders, they can only use cheap materials, reduce the amount of material used, and cut a few steps from the process. Is there no reliable construction in the industry? The ones who truly provide reliable quotes are often told their prices are too high. When you choose the lowest price, either they're cutting corners or you're just setting yourself up to regret being cheap. And in the end, it's you who gets hurt.
Chinese issues expert Yue Shan commented that various social conflicts are normal. He said that the widespread quality issues in construction are primarily because, after decades of communist rule, Chinese people have lost their moral compass and no longer follow business ethics. This is the root cause. On the other hand, in a functioning society with a good third-party compliant mechanism, if the government acts according to the law and reduces corruption, conflicts between homeowners, contractors, and developers would eventually be resolved fairly. In August of this year, multiple Chinese media outlets reported that Xiao Xinliang, a man from Shaanxi County in Hunan, criticized the Tofu-Dreg project on a video. As a result, the county police department detained him for 5 days under charges of spreading false rumors. Xiao believed that the incident was caused by substandard construction quality. The court later stated that the comment affected the reputation of the CCP government and its officials, specifically the then secretary of the Xianying County Committee. Xiao Xinliang, dissatisfied with the administrative detention, filed an administrative lawsuit after being released. When the official involved was removed from his position, the Hunan Provincial High Court announced that the administrative punishment against Xiao would be overturned. He was awarded compensation for the loss of personal freedom. Netizens commented that his small comment led to 5 days of detention, and under CCP rule, telling the truth is more frightening than corruption. Other users noted that after 2 years of appeals, Xiao's case was overturned, but it wasn't because justice had prevailed. It happened because the county official who had targeted him had fallen from power. Yueshan concludes that the lack of freedom of speech and press in China is why people live in such conditions. If human rights and a fair legal system were guaranteed and public oversight was effective, the issue of shoddy construction projects would be resolved.